you the sauce when you on my line. Late night trying to cuff, I just wanna get them to spy. Capture all these moments, I'm so haunted. So many nights alone, focus like witches.
There are two names that are predominantly being broadcast daily now. And it's been a lot more frequent than this, to be honest with you. Myron, Fresh and Fit, and no Fugazi. Y'all have been under the radar for a long time. Two different approaches in how you speak and articulate, two different approaches with your show settings, but similar styles. Just one is a little more articulate than the other. One is more loud, abrasive. They have an element of roasting and joking at their table. This side is a little more easily digestive, but you both kind of boomerang talking points off of each other. Clearly, Cooley is getting his information or his talking points from other red pill content because, like I said, I've watched both. Give me 3 years, good 2-3 years ago, I was at work with the if piece in, doing my floors, bathrooms, classrooms, and I would just let Fresh and Fit play. I remember doing the gym, buffing the gym, sweeping the gym, going up and down them hallways, buffing them floors. And I would just let them play. Those are hour, 2 hour long streams. If you bored or you just need something to get you through the day, to get you through your shift, that was my go-to. You didn't have to worry about nothing other than hitting skip. Because they always stayed engaged. I always thought if I was ever to do something like this, I would like to hope that I would have an unbiased view on both sides, male and female, and that my panel wouldn't carry themselves the same way. Like you have your loud people, you have your obnoxious people, you have people that try to be funny and they're not really funny. They hit and miss with their jokes. But then you have folks that are just constantly cutting the other person off, and I just always thought, dang, if they can do this, then I can do it. What are we talking about? Politics, religion, relationships, right and wrong. That seems simple enough, but I guess it's only simple when you're being yourself and you're not trying to kiss nobody's ass. You don't want to lie to people, but you don't want to run people off by telling them the truth. The second you start telling people the truth, they don't want to hear it, and they vacate and exit to the left. So I know a lot of pressure falls on content creators to put out the best stuff that's going to keep people engaged. You gotta. I just refuse to do that. I'm just gonna be me and talk how I talk and let it go where it goes. Rubi Rose and Myron. How did we get here? Well, because Myron is very controversial. Call him racist, call him a bigot, whatever. He likes to push buttons. Do I agree with everything he says? No. Do I think a lot of what he says is accurate? A small portion. But like his insistence on speaking on celebrities and certain people, contrary to how he speaks to men on his shows, and it's very funny to me because he'll sit there and call you a thought, call you a 304, trash, you call you dumb, low IQ. And then with men, it's an entirely different energy. I remember one episode Walker Flocka was on there. He did not match him with that energy. There was another episode where a dude was trying to put hands on him, and he tried to invite him outside of his property. And I think like it's just a dangerous game that these people be playing, man. Like if you want to have a podcast and a show, I never understood this. You can sit down with people and have conversations, agree or disagree. You don't have to get into a throwing or dick measuring contest and all that slandering and all. You don't have to do that shit. It might be boring to some people, but I would rather you just be even killed, not trying to overdo it and make yourself look like this, that, and third, because that's corny. We should be past that by now, especially since we're all grown. But no, he's insistently pushing buttons, and I know a lot of this is strategy because you got to get people talking about it. If you get other people to talk about it, they're gonna want to go see what's happening. Um, Ruby Rose responded to him, and like she's not the only person's buttons that he's pushed. You know, uh, Fetty Wap had a old lady that pulled up to the show, and she threatened him. Like a lot of people have threatened to do something to him, and I don't know if that should be staged or not. And if it's not, I would like to think that he has the common sense to be prepared for whatever happens outside of the studio. I mean, he was a formal law enforcement, but some of, like I said before, man, a lot of these people are just messy. And now you got people uploading and downloading and screenshotting and screen recording past conversations and shit that you did and said, and all because they just want the attention. They want the attention. They want your viewership. They have their own, or maybe they don't have them, but they still want yours. Here's the interesting part. It doesn't really make a difference how much exposing you do, right? You do know that, right? You can antagonize and protest, and you can do this all day. You can attack celebrities and bait posts and bait this, and you can do that shit all you want. It's still not gonna stop people from wanting to watch them. They built a rapport with them folks. When you're closed minded and you're stuck stuck in one setting and that's all you know, you're not going to be available for nothing else. Some people might drift away, but you're not going to get everybody on board with you. I know, you know, there's too many incidents where celebrities or content creators would be online running their mouth talking shit to people and pushing people's buttons, and it didn't go the way they thought it would in real life. Because every time somebody is watching you on camera, you don't know who is who. You just here doing your thing because you enjoy doing it, but you're triggering folks. There's pros and cons to this shit. I'm gonna have to do another life of the content creator. That's gonna be my next one, because I don't think people really understand how risky doing this type of stuff is. Myron is going to be Myron until, you know, something unsettling happens. Now, I don't know what's going to happen between him, Oliver, and Preach, and how long their platform is going to last. I don't believe they're on YouTube anymore. They're on Rumble. And I really don't care too much for Rubi Rose. I don't know nothing about her other than she's just like the average woman who is using her body to do her until she can't do it no more. But I never was for the messy stuff. They need to act like grown adults. You can voice your opinion on certain shit, but I think it's just all in how you handle people, how you deal with them, how you give and take respect. And I don't know. Is this a gimmick? Is this real? Like, what do you really trust on the internet anymore?
Merry Christmas, filthy animals. And a Happy New Year.